is a easement to basically anybody that's coming up to the well. That's something that I wasn't too keen on. Additionally, those can be potential hazards. If those are not maintained, will that stuff start to escape out? And if so, is it going to start, it's going to catch fire. So these are all things that you need to be cognizant of. Now, right now, all we're doing is gathering the facts. So are there oil wells on the property, gas wells on the property? Yes. Where are they located? You need to know that location. You need to create a map that has this eventually. We'll talk about that in a little bit later. Now, what is the weather for the area in which you are? What's the site? And this, you can get from the internet. It will tell you what types of climate is typically in that location. Weather has an impact on what natural disasters that you potentially could have: snowstorms, floods, rain, etc., tornadoes, hurricanes. It also has to do with what you'll be able to grow on that location. If you get an adequate amount of supply of water, then you can pretty much grow whatever you want. So now the other thing is that we're going to talk about, or we're going to get facts on, and I usually go to citydata.com for this, or city-data.com, I think is actually what it is. You're going to want to look at what the population is around you, what types of people are there, what are their beliefs. This has to do with the types of people and the potential of those people coming around during a disaster looking for supplies because they weren't ready. The other thing is, and in some cases, in some areas, you have a lot of gangs that have moved into different areas. And that's a potential threat to you as well. Okay, so you need to know what's going on around your community before this happens, or before something happens. What's the economy in the area in which you are? If there's a lot of folks that are either well-to-do, or if they're, more towards the poverty line, they may not have been able to get ready. The ones that are, well-to-do, probably won't know what to do when something happens, and they probably didn't take the time to get ready. So when these people start to get desperate, they're going to start looking for resources. You may be the resource that they're looking for. Okay. Some of the other things are, who is the major employer in the area? If something happens to, pick up in Detroit for a long time, they had a lot of folks in the, car industry was the biggest thing. Then when the car bubble bust, then a lot of people were out of work, a lot of problems started. Same can be true here. I know in some of the, like Kentucky and West Virginia, coal mines were the big thing. And then when coal was no longer the biggest industry, or the coal ran out, a lot of people were unemployed. So a lot of these things can come into play later on when we're doing our plan, depending on what the plan is covering. What type of energy is on site? So this is what do you have? Do you have what I call shore power? Basically, you're getting power from an electric company, and then if something happens, you're out of luck. So then what do you have as backups to that power? Do you have solar? Do you have wind? Do you have backup generators? All of these things, and it's a fact. So it's fact, you either have it or you don't have it. Okay? Now, the stuff that is there for you you can change. But right now, whatever is at this moment is what you have. Okay. Don't put something that you don't have yet. Okay. Again, remember, we're gathering facts, not what we think we should have. Okay. Um, if you're using shore power, how often is that power out? And a lot of times you can go to these companies and you can find out what their outage percentage is, and find out how reliable that power is. Okay. What is the communication on and off the site? So what, do you have a landline telephone? Are you using only cell phones? So what cell towers and how well is that service? You have, internet connectivity. If so, how reliable is that? Okay. Again, fact. This is what you have, not what you're going to have. So I'm going to pause here because we've basically gone through all of the different types of facts that we need in order to start this plan. And I'm going to break this video down into some 10-minute segments so that people will be able to spend 10 minutes at different times. So hopefully this will work out. We'll see what happens. We'll pick up tomorrow on, starting to assemble some of these things and see how that works out. But, again, please like and share this channel. Subscribe so that, as we put these out, you get the notifications. Please let us know what you think about this. I really want to know what you think of the videos. How can we improve them? I can tell you right now, I can't improve my looks. I'm as beautiful as I'm going to get. My lighting is my lighting. I only have, so much resources available to me as well. Since I moved to Kentucky, it seems that the clouds have taken over. So for the most part, the light that you see coming from this window is about the most that I ever get. So those things I can't fix. But if the content, the way I talk, the way I do, I realize I probably move a lot because I'm not one of those ones that can sit still. 57 years old now, and it hasn't happened yet. So the odds that it happens in the next 50 to 100 years is probably not going to change. So, I apologize if that's a distractor, but that's just kind of the way it is. But if there's content or the way that I present the content, let me know and I will work on that. That's something that I can fix. If you have, you come across different links and websites and stuff that you think are relevant to the content that we're talking, by all means, go ahead and add them in the comments as well. The purpose of this channel is to help folks to be ready. I'm not looking to get rich off of this thing. In fact, I don't make anything right now. But I want folks to be ready. I want the stuff that they're looking at to be relevant to them, to be helpful to them. Okay, so leave us a comment in the comments below. You can go to the website, as I've said, greatlivingsources.com. There's a comment section there that you can leave comments with. You can shoot me an email, hi@greatlivingsources.com. I try to answer every email that I get. Sometimes the comments and the emails get hidden from me, and I have to try to figure out where they are. And it takes me a little while to get to them sometimes, but I will, I promise, answer every email or comment. So my biggest thing is, please, to stay safe, get ready, work on getting at least 2 months worth of supplies, and your ultimate goal is to get a year's worth of stuff stored up. That's the task that I assign you. So let me know, And you guys take care, and remember the core comp. Thank you.